Hello and welcome back to our war against the church. So we are 40% up in the war, but we should have ticking war score. Yep, so we get a ticking percentage every month. And we're about to siege down another one here. And then at that point we need to move all of our troops and kind of make our way over this way. Now we have two options from that point. We can either try and take the capital, which would give us a lot of war score, or we can try and defeat their army and stop them from sieging our land, which will slow down the amount of war score they're taking from us. Now the chances of them ever hitting our capital before the war goal kind of takes us to 100% is very low, mainly because they have to get all the way in here, and the AI tends to avoid taking attrition when they move, so they can't just walk past. And even if they did take attrition, it's probably quite difficult to siege. I haven't actually looked though. Embar? Let's have a look at the actual thing. It's only a level 1. Yeah, actually it's probably very possible. It's only got 290 people in its garrison. That's incredibly low. What's it got here? Ah, it's got the opera house, I see. Can we build anything else that's cool here? Nope, nothing at all. But it's interesting to know there are unique buildings. I wonder if there are some elsewhere. So if I check Garreg Mach, Officers Academy, makes a lot of sense, and the cathedral itself. Okay. What about capital of Faerghus? Up here, so that'll be Ferdinand. It has the Ferdinand. Yeah, they have a magic academy there. Over here in the Alliance, what do we have? We have the harbor. Okay, cool. I don't imagine there's going to be too many other places. There's probably somewhere. There we go. So this will have the Great Bridge of Murden. Yeah, I wonder if the other side has it too. No, only one side of the bridge has the bridge. I guess it's because it's got where the fort is meant to be. I'm seeing if where there's anything else. Is this the one? Fort Mercius? Could be. Yeah, so it is a special building as well. Cool. So there were a couple of places around there. Oh, what was also suggested to me is if I go to find character. I was only looking at top realm before. So if I go all, do we have a Byleth? Let me try that again. Matches Byleth. We do, although that's only our son. So that is the only one in the game. So once again, we have actually checked everywhere. There are no Byleths. So the main character doesn't exist, unless their name is different. And then I was going to check for a Geralt, but there shouldn't be a Geralt. Nope. Again, absolutely nobody. So, yeah. There's definitely a few people, well, he shouldn't exist, but there are a few people who aren't around right now who were in the main game. So, anyway, let's head over here and continue with the war, shall we? Speed 5. We got anything that we need to worry about? Not really. We probably want to do this once we're done with the war, but we can wait till the war is over. Cradled with sickness. All babies cry, but with little Byleth, there is no end to the tears. I desperately want the midwife to ease my worries, but her furrowed brow makes everything worse. The little lord is not gaining weight as he should. We will take good care of him, my lady, but in the end, his life is in Seiros, says Hans. Probably shouldn't say that, given her opinion of Seiros, but you know, there you have it. Oh, it's tea time. During a tea time with Ionius, I believe our father? Yes, our father. He brought up something unexpectedly personal in private conversation. There was a chance to get to know Ionius better, but there's a risk of offending him instead. How should I respond? Okay, so it doesn't tell us. So he brought something unexpected up. We should sip tea. He liked us. We had a nice tea time. Sure. Hey, we finished the last siege, so now we can get these troops and march them over this way. So let's just need to zoom in so they're all there, and then we're going to move them over to probably Varley territory. That seems reasonable. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not know who, somebody is plotting to kill me. Well, that's very unfortunate. Well, I hope they don't succeed. We can ransom this guy back. Yeah, sure. We lose 1 gold for not waiting, but hey, there you go. We're having tea with Magni, our guest. I'm just going to sip tea. It worked. Wonderful. And we're now moving over here. So they're getting their armies merged together. So they're probably heading back over this way. So I'm just going to split ours up. And just kind of... oh, those are mountains, I see. And then this one's going to sit there. Cool. I'm just going to sit at the border and be prepared. A secret? My vassal, Count Ludwig, has an extramarital affair with his daughter-in-law, Estelle. Shocker. Right. In here, nothing we need to worry about. We are third in line to inherit Arundel. Arundel held by, believe, previously, well, Arundel von Arundel. Okay, sure. So now we're third in line because we've got Volkard, we got his son, and then it goes to us. Cool. That makes sense. Ooh, what's this? To the abhorrent Emperor Edelgard Doxy. Doxy? Our name is Edelgard? I don't know whether Doxy is some kind of insult. Anyway, your crimes against me are reprehensible. Meet me in single combat and let the battle judge our differences. Ooh, okay. Now, I've never seen this event because I haven't played with the new DLC yet. But yeah, this must be from the DLC. I'm going to accept, sure. I mean, how good is he at fighting? I mean, how hard could it be? He's got 43, we've got 31. Okay, he's probably going to win, but I accept. You know what, we should probably do the tomato shortage first, because I imagine it's not going to be that long. Rumours swirl about the county of Embar, about a mysterious dark knight who purchased all the tomatoes in the night markets. Surely there is some feast planned somewhere, but no locals have been invited. The common folk plead for culinary aid. I can import tomatoes, so that is not my problem to solve. Sure, I'll pay for some tomatoes. King Dimitri and I stalk around each other, each weighing our options. He raises a fearsome hammer while I grip my own hammer tightly. He doesn't use a hammer though, he uses a lance. The deadly weapon feels cool and weighty in my grasp. This fight may only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. So, in command, I can try and intimidate him as if he was one of my soldiers. No increase to your likelihood of success, low increase to our risk of injury. I think the fact that it says there's no increase to our likelihood of success says we should probably not do that. Is that because it's some kind of martial challenge, maybe? And his isn't far enough away from me? I'll show you how I raise a hammer, so we get a medium increase to our likelihood of success, but a low increase to our risk of injury, or better men than you have died trying to break my guard. I will take the highest likelihood of success. My hammer flows around Dimitri like water, each strike chaining fluidly into the next, a series of perfectly timed attacks. Dimitri wastes no time, meeting me with an intense series of crushing thwacks that force me back step by step. My form is good, with only small errors, and Dimitri's stance is formidable. My opponent's guard is fierce, and I feel far from victory. So I can do this. I say I'll show you how I raise a hammer. So we continue with our medium stuff, but he went for something that had a very high chance of success, but a high chance to his risk of injury. I can do this one, which has a high chance to increase my likelihood of success. Or that's the best you've got, you can't even hit me. So this would allow us to tire him while we stay fresh, so it would make it harder to injure myself. No, I'm going to go with this. I want my likelihood of success to go through. Strike, parry, riposte. Few men can withstand my barrage of crushing thwacks, and my opponent is no exception. Dimitri, whether from rage or arrogance, lays into me, berating me as though I were a dirt-covered commoner. My hackles start to rise, but I hold myself until he pauses for a deep breath. Then, and only then, do I spring forward with a crushing thwack that knocks him straight onto his arse. Though dazed, Dimitri looks willing to keep fighting at first. When it becomes clear I'm about to crush his skull, however, he yields. I am victorious. Aha! I have won the single combat against Dimitri due to his high injury risk score. Cool. Okay, so we beat Dimitri in single combat. That is what I'm talking about. We made him incredibly stressed as well. Who's his heir? Oh, his son who's just appeared. Who's his heir after that? Rufus. I'm not sure I know who Rufus is. Okay. Let's speed it up. I'm expecting at some point the church might appear over here, which is why I've got this army sitting there. Do you want to sip tea with Ingi? Sure, I'm going to sip tea. I don't really know who Ingi is, so I'm not really worried if I, insult her. I didn't know, which was good, I guess. No, why don't you head here? We'll just merge up a little bit more. Yeah, let's get a little bit closer. An attempt on my life! I was riding through the streets of Ember when a mob of screaming and shouting peasants descended on my retinue. Thankfully, my guards did not hesitate to start cutting them down left and right while I made my way back to the castle. This was undoubtedly the work of that brash coxcomb, Duke Volkard. Hey, he's our uncle and the person we're third in line to get the throne from. Or, not throne, but titles that he's got. Okay, well, I definitely hate that. We've got a reason to imprison him, which I think we will do. He may rise up in rebellion, though. We can wait till the war is over. I think we're happy to wait. Now, did they send their army back over here? No, so they must be taking the long way round this way. Okay, in which case, I'm 100% certain they're heading over here. We're waiting for ticking war score, so I'm just going to move my armies over this way. And be prepared for them to appear. Right. Would go faster, but I'm quite happy with it being a little bit slower just in case they appear out of somewhere I don't expect. Pregnancy. A child is growing in my womb. My husband, Emperor Tristane, will be proud. Wonderful. We can also take another one of these. Control territory defender advantage is interesting. Bellum Justum is also nice if we're going to declare a lot of wars. Stalwart leader giving us prowess, though. Yeah, let's take that. I'm into that kind of idea of leading the army ourselves. I still don't see their troops anywhere. That's what's worrying me. Has someone else attacked them? No. So I have no idea where they're hiding. The time has come. My agents are in place. One of them will pay an assassin the very night the deed will happen. Another will ensure the wall is unguarded. A third will leave a subtle trail of candles to Duke Felix's bedchamber. Everything is in place. 46% chance we kill Felix. His heir is now my sister-in-law. Oh, okay. His heir has changed. Okay, yes, we need to get rid of the sister-in-law. I guess they changed the law to allow women to inherit. Okay. 46 is pretty low. Give it another 5 months. Yeah, we'll hold off on that. Is there anyone else who's even close? Yeah, so you can be invited with a bribe. So getting an extra 16% seems very, very worthwhile. Puts us up to a 62, which is very reasonable. Oh my, they just marched straight here. And it's through territory they don't own, so they're not getting supply. So they're actually incredibly weak right now. Yeah, okay. Cross the river. An attempt on my life? As I attended some local celebrations in Ferdiad, what was I doing there? I spend the evening drunk on merriment and wine. As I wake up in the morning, it is to find myself in a damp cellar with a huge hangover and a newly built wall almost covering the exit. Somebody meant to bury me here. That was undoubtedly the work of that evil knave, King Dimitri. Oh, that's not good. He tried to kill me, he did. Oh, I see them running. It's like, no. Time to chase. Okay, do we have... I know that we're very good at leading, but do we have a leader who's good at running? It's kind of what I'm looking for. Like some sort of organizer. I don't think so. Oh, is that it? Supply duration? Nope. I don't believe we have anybody. I'm just going to continue scrolling. Just to be 100% sure. No, nobody is actually able to do that. At least that I can see. I don't think I missed any. No, I haven't. Interestingly, Petra's still here. Petra? Wait, is that a different Petra? No, she's from Bridget. She's not lowborn, no? What? Petra should be... Is she not the grandchild of somebody from Bridget? I was sure that's what she was, but maybe I'm wrong about that one? No, I'm fairly certain that's right. Anyway, we'll ignore it. Maybe there's some lore I don't know. But anyway, I'm fairly certain she shouldn't be lowborn on here. Anyway, I'm sitting around the map table with Duke Yuritsa and Duke Conrad, discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. Yuritsa bangs his fist on the table and loudly proclaims we should charge the enemy directly and crush them with the sheer might of our armies, while Conrad sits back and patiently advocates for us to secure critical locations, and patiently advocates for us to secure Wait, I just read the same line again. And wait for the enemy to come to us instead. It's my right to decide our ultimate course of action. We will do both. Because we don't make any decisions. Oh, Aryan Road. That should be another one that has a special building. Yes, it is. Cool. Just basically better fort level. A secret exposed. A shameful truth has reached the light of day. My vassal, Count Hamlet, has an extramarital affair with his lover, Dorothea. Oh, okay. How could he defile the sanctity of his marriage? A secret exposed. My vassal, Count Hamlet, has brought forward undeniable evidence that Decima was fathered by none other than him. Count Hamlet's getting around. Alright. You're going to head down a different path just to try and cut these guys off, if possible. Yeah. And attack. Do it. They're running, but they're going to be way too late. We got there. Oh, okay. Apparently we decided not to lead on this side, but we do have the Archbishop Rhea on the other. Looks like we're still going to win, though. Shouldn't have picked a fight with us, Rhea. I mean, she didn't. We picked a fight with her, but, you know, whatever. Ah, we've got another angry mob. Well, that's how his father died. It makes sense that we should kill Felix that way. I gained the trait Murderer. Duke Felix is dead, beat and trampled by his own subjects. The agitated peasants went wild seeing their liege riding through the streets and tore both him and several of his knights from their mounts, beating them to death. Many peasants were hanged, but tragically, before their execution, some of my agitators named me as the perpetrator. Peasants simply cannot be trusted to consider my greater good. Well, I'm now known as Murderer. Not the ideal state of affairs, I've got to say. However, we have a new person to murder. I believe. Now I'm trying to find this person. Right, over here. Ferdiad's like up here, right? No, that's Gautier. Well, it should be nearby. You know, if I go to Duchy mode, that's probably the easier way. Fraldarius. I said the wrong one, but yeah, I meant to say Fraldarius. Right, so now if I kill her, oh, it goes to Dimitri. Okay, so they've got the thing that means it can't jump outside the realm. That's very annoying. Okay, so that basically means that we cannot kill to get that in there because they push their crown authority to level 3, which means that vassal titles cannot be inherited by characters outside the realm. Which is unfortunate, but hey, what can you do about it? Right, time to move back. Do a little splitting up here of our armies. One of you can stay. No, this one goes here. Perfect, that looks good. Not endorsed by my bishop. What, he doesn't like me murdering people? That just seems, you know, short-sighted of him. Okay, cradled by death. Just one more push, my lady. The baby is almost here. A scream escapes my lips as I bear down for the last time. The pain is everywhere. Too much. Overwhelming, and then it is over. I did it. Is she alright? I barely recognize my own voice. Is she? Is it a girl? The midwife does not answer me, does not even look at me. No, she only has eyes for the unmoving infant in her arms. Well, that's one child down, fortunately. But we still have an heir. That's fine, we just don't have a spare right now. Let's move over this way and put ourselves where we need to be so we're actually gaining resources back. Tea time with Elaine. I don't know who she is, so I'm going to sip my tea. It was a perfect tea time. It's exactly what she wanted. I gotta say, the tea time event is a little bit too common. I'm gonna sip some tea with Jarvis. Okay, when you don't know what to do at tea time, sipping tea, very safe action. Just in general, it's good life advice. Let's go to speed 5. Countess Nana's friendship. While her numerous attempts to curry my favour have not gone unnoticed, I cannot help but feel irritated by Countess Nana's sudden interest in me, and I cannot shake the feeling that the woman's intentions are not pure. Do you want to... Yeah, I suppose we could say she has a certain charm. Yeah. Well, we'll become friends with Nana. It's tea time with Rudolph. I'll sip some tea. Okay. We're almost there. Tea time with Petra. Alright, she's brought something unexpectedly personal up in private conversation. I'm going to nod. It was nice. Wonderful. We don't need to worry about those. That big army is coming in, but I think we're going to win on taking war score before they can siege down. There we go, we got 100%, and We are enforcing our demands. We have won our first war against the Church. To the cocky Emperor Edelgard, may wisdom ever elude you. You're a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Wonderful. So we got a little bit of land. In hindsight, I probably should have taken this one because it's the one directly over the bridge. But hey, whatever. This is now my land and I own it. We should grant this to someone. Why? Because it's the wrong type of holding. No, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. We should probably grant that to somebody. Lindhart could have it, I suppose. Is he not in line to something? He is in line to something. You know who can have it? Petra can have it because, one, she invited us to tea time, which is very nice of her. And two, because she's currently marked with no house, so that works fine. There's a lot of people. Wait, did I miss them? No, I think I saw Paula or something. Right, let's sort by... Can I sort by name? Opinion of me? There we go. Back up to the top. Give it to our father. No, 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 no. I might just have to find her manually. Which, you know, is probably going to be quicker. But at the same time, I've started, so I'll finish. Alright, I haven't seen her. Yeah, okay. Cool. I'm just going to search for her name. Maybe I can't grant it to her. That might be the thing. Maybe you can't grant it to a landless person. Not to a lowborn landless person. But we can. Okay. I grant her Gladia. She's very happy. We lose stress because we're ambitious, but we're not allowed to hold on to it, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, we are allowed to hold on to it. It just causes us some problems. Cool. And with that little voice crack, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.